Greetings, Goblins and Geist.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Blake.
And welcome to
The
the
Cloudpost.
Cloudpost. So today we are shuffling up more historic on Magic the Gathering Arena.
We got a brew and brew for you today.
This is a brew and brew, and as you can see laid before you is a dragon deck that Blake made.
Mono red dragons. And we're going to start this episode off with some Sycamore Rainbow Dust.
Yeah.
It's an IPA by Sycamore. It's 7.2%, and this is a pint we're going to enjoy together.
I don't know if we've had Sycamore on the channel yet.
We have not, I don't think. That's why I purchased it.
Okay.
Yeah, I went out of my way to go to the old market and grab it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear that delicious crack. There's the ASMR for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Right,
cheers to this.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. I like that.
Oh man,
that's
tasty.
That's a good one. They don't.
So yeah, nice IPA for us today. So
they typically don't do us wrong in that one.
No.
I do like me some Sycamore. All right, well, back to the deck.
Yeah, we've got an awesome brew here. I'm excited for it.
RDW.
Yeah, just a bunch of red mana.
The dragons. They're
dragons though.
So I'm not a huge fan of the new. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Huge nerd. I'm a DM and everything, but this new set is a little disappointing, especially because it's not even in standard, so you can't like.
Oh yeah, the Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
So I like all the lore and I like a lot of the flavor of the cards, but not a lot of the cards are good.
Yeah, they're not, and as far as the text and intuitive wise, like I've watched some drafts of it. It's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot. There's like specialized. There's like a lot of mechanics in this thing, but. Honestly, a lot of them aren't going to stick around for historic or modern or anything like that I can think of. There might be some little niche picks here and there. There might be like one or two really cool ones. Like there's a Horn of Valhalla, really good, powerful card for tokens, but that's the only thing I can actually think of on the spot.
Right.
There's probably some other ones, but I've actually found some goodies for this deck through that, which makes sense because it's Dungeons and Dragons related. So with Dungeons, you have to have dragons. And if you like that, you got to like check these things out because they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with the deck here for you. Click on the first one. Everybody knows this card because it came out a little while ago with the first Dungeons and Dragons set.
Yeah, this is a card you see in Standard.
You do. So you do still see it in Standard in the certain decks, but it's just a good card. It's just really good. And in this deck, it's freaking insane. Like,
3 damage no matter what to a creature or planeswalker, but your ability in this deck to scale it up is quite significant. So you have a ton of cards where it's going to do 4, 5, 6 damage,
7 even. If you get one of the malls. So yeah, this is just a really powerful removal spell, and it blows up planeswalkers. Like when you're playing like against white blue, it doesn't matter what they play. Yeah, that thing dies. Like they have to counter it, or else it's like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, could you be playing a mono red dragon deck without Dragon's Fire?
No,
I think not.
I don't think so. So the next card is a little bit of a weird one from the
Fearsome Whelps.
Fearsome Whelp. It's insane. This card is absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where you're taking advantage of. Yeah, it is an alchemy card, so it has this perpetual mechanic that you can only do with the digital cards.
Yep. You gotta take it when you can. I'm not a huge fan of the alchemy idea.
Yeah,
but
neither of us are. But
if you're playing digital, you gotta use it.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I like it. It's not super RNG based, so like that's fine with me. I'll take to me, it acts like one of those like a mana ramp creature kind of thing. It's like, oh, this creature costs less. Yeah. And I was running a different one at first. It was like Dragon's Helper or something like that.
Okay.
And it was a 2-drop just like this guy. He was like a 1/3, and he said, "Make dragons in your hand cost 1." This card's just better.
Yeah, because this stacks
multiple times. Yeah, it stacks. It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
You can get your Goldspan dragons for 2 mana.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Yeah, or your Terror of the Peaks, which is like your best card. So
it gets scary very quickly. Moving on to the Orb of Dragonkind. Yeah. This card's like pretty much like a mana rock most of the time. But if you are needing more threats, you can crack this and look for the top 7.
Yeah, this is an interesting card. This is one that you have in the deck, and you've been the one that's making it and testing it and everything. And I have not seen this card at all. So
this was I looked at a few different lists that were similar to this, like very different. People who run dragons run this card, and I was like, okay, well, let's see them run it. And wow, I was actually impressed by it. I actually had to make some of these because
it does ramp you.
I didn't think I was going to need them, but that sacrificed it really good.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yep.
This is one of the best new cards in it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Dragon Barbarian. This is a common from Baldur's Gate.
Reckless Barbarian is a dragon. He is a dragon, so he triggers with all the different effects in this deck. And the only thing you don't want to do is pick him with your Dragon's Fire. It goes down damage.
Yeah, that's funny.
Him or the Fearsome Whelp. That was negative. Next card we got Well, actually, go back up to that. Yeah. So you do have to sack him for 2.
Right, and, but that's why you're playing him, right?
He ramps real big, real quick like.
Yeah.
And you'll see later on. Well, go ahead and skip ahead.
He's probably one of the weakest cards in the deck, but
he works well with these things. So you can find him with Orb of Dragonkind if you have nothing else better. Move through it real quick. Yeah. You'll see that you have the Dragon's Hoard, which is stupid powerful.
Yeah, and you're playing 2 of these.
I almost considered putting another one in.
Okay.
I might in the future. Yeah. Moving on. And it works really well with Terror of the Peaks because you're just 2 damage,
Yeah. In the face by you are playing 4 Sarkhans as a 3-drop as well.
Yep, and we also have the 4 Shatterskulls just going by that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys know what Shatterskull does. You don't, you haven't been playing.
Right.
For a while.
Yeah, either a land or a sweeper.
So obviously you need it for removal. Sarkhan's pretty great. He's 3 mana and he works as another mana rock in a way, but he's a planeswalker mana rock.
Yeah, I like that secondary +1 there.
Secondary +1 getting 2 red mana was really good. You can make any color you want if you want to add more colors to this deck, but
that's mainly what he does.
That's mainly what he does. He's a ramp. Or you can also +1 if you really have no threats in your hand. Like, okay, I'm going to find one. I have a land. Okay, now it's a 3.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
I do like that.
I've never had him blow up and get the 4 5/5s. Hey, imagine getting 4, blowing him up and having to tear the peaks. It's like, all right,
oh my gosh,
shoot you for 20.
So now you're only running 1 4-drop, but you're running Thunderbreak Regent, which of course is an old all-star.
Go back to Dragon's Hoard real quick. I just want to make sure everybody saw that one because it's a 3 mana rock. For a mana rock, and when you play a dragon, it gets a counter on it. Just tap it, take a counter away, and draw a card. That is really, really good in this deck.
Yeah,
like really, really good. You just keep drawing threats, man. It's just...
you definitely. Yeah, that keeps your gas going. But yeah, so you can just let this kind of build up some counters too,
and also that gets the counters from the Reckless Barbarian and the small little Fearsome Whelp. So it's like, oh, I drew a Fearsome Whelp, but I have this in the board.
At least it cycles,
I can play the Fearsome Whelp, draw another card with it, and it's like, wow, so now I have 2 creatures. But it's just a great card. Honestly, this is like a little MVP. I love this thing. It's the only thing it's not red.
Yeah, the only artifact colorless anyway.
Yeah.
So you're playing Thunderbreak Regent.
So this is just I've messed around with the build and we just put these in the deck, and I had forgotten about this card and how really good it was, and I didn't realize that had some Khans of Tarkir in it.
Yeah, this is your
Tarkir,
right. Yeah. This is like your mid-range finisher. Like you're when you want to turn the corner from doing all your early game stuff. This thing.
It's like scary because you can't target anything.
Yeah,
it's like a dragon I control is targeted.
Yeah,
great. Please do.
Right. Yeah, they basically this becomes the lightning rod.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to try to interact with anything else, they're going to take 3.
Yeah.
But you're playing 4 of those.
Just for a second for the chat here, I want you to go look at the sideboard real quick. I don't want to show them the other card I had there for the 4-drop.
So you were playing Townraiser Tyrant, which I think is also good.
It's a good card. I don't think that it is as powerful as the Regent. The 2 damage isn't bad. I wish if it was 3, then maybe I would have kept him in.
Yeah.
I think that the 3 is a little bit better, and they can sack it, so they don't even have to take it. Got to take Thunderbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderbreak is non-negotiable. And you know what else isn't negotiable? You subscribing to this channel.
No, you have to do it. It's required.
Yeah.
It's required, and if you subscribe, then you might as well like as well. Just go ahead and get that algorithm going up for us because we need it.
You made it this far.
You did. You make it this far, so you got to do something for us,
Yeah.
Pull it out for us.
Now let's go to these 5-drops.
Yeah, 5-drops.
So you got Terror of the Peaks, best card in the deck.
Best card in the deck. I have a Terror of the Peaks. Well, okay, I'm gonna play another Fat Dragon. You're dead.
Yeah, but there's so much going on. It's a 5/4 flyer for 5.
Yep.
It says when they target it, it costs them 3 life.
Imagine having the Regent with that.
Right.
6 life.
6 life. And then
whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, does the power damage. The power to typically their face. Like
so it's any target though. I love that.
Yeah, that's really good. There's a lot of combo decks with this, including the awful
Dragon Storm.
Dragon Storm.
This is much more of a fair deck, but
much more of a fair deck. I mean, it's much more of a fair deck.
Yeah. And so, no brainer for Terror of the Peaks. You also got 4 Glorybringer. That's a change we made recently.
I want to call him a big alligator because he doesn't look like a dragon, but it's okay. He's still got fire in his mouth, so I guess he's a dragon.
Yeah.
Alligator dragon. Flying and haste. Always good. So I actually had Goldspan in this spot for a minute. Called me out and said, hey, this thing blows up creatures. Why not run this instead? Yeah,
so, I mean, we would love, for you guys to have a conversation about it in the comments.
You think Goldspan is better than this card? Let me know.
Yeah, because
we're going to test it out.
In my opinion, if you're already at 5 mana, and your deck isn't doing anything where you're targeting Goldspan to make it broken.
No.
So to me,
it
the
was really
Glorybringer is
a little bit of extra mana, and it's like,
yeah,
and it wasn't even enough to cast another dragon. So typically, unless it's built up and then it started to have enough tokens to like maybe 2 turns or 3, it's like, okay, now I can cast another dragon. But I'd rather kill creatures. I think this is the
yeah. So and then you've got some top end haymakers. You've got 2 Inferno of the Star Mounts.
Control decks hate this card.
Yeah,
they hate this card a lot because they don't see it coming, and they do see it coming, they're sad.
Yeah, yeah. It's good in a format that is increasingly running disdainful strokes and things of that nature. So
anytime I play against that white blue deck, which is not the best matchup for me in general, but still, I just love sticking this card on the battlefield because I'm just like, Dovin veto this.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah. And then you do have one Drakuseth.
This is like the best dragon on the dang.
Yeah.
Or like it's debatably the best dragon in the freaking game.
Yeah, 4 damage to any target and 3 to 2 other targets.
You're swinging for 7.
Oh my gosh.
Like 11 damage.
Yeah, 10 damage to throw around is a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't get to stick. But
yeah.
If he does, and I had him stick like once or twice in my games, and holy cow,
it's just over at that point.
It's just over.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. So go on to the lands real quick because we got a few techie lands here.
Yeah, well, you're running 13 mountains as they're wondering. Yep. So 13 basic mountains, and then you got your effect lands. You're running Castle Embereth.
Yeah, if you got a mountain, it comes in untapped.
Yeah.
Dinner the Bugbear comes in untapped most of the time.
Yeah.
I usually play it second, and then I just run 1 Sokenzan. This is, I guess, the one non-dragon thing in the deck.
Yeah, but I think it's still smart just to have one.
Messed up brutally. Holy cow!
I was about to say you've got your cooler.
We got the cool art.
We got the cooler arts here.
Let me earn my cool art. Why doesn't like it?
Yeah, but you've also got a Den of the Bugbear option that you would prefer as well.
You are really correct on that. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Gotta have my D&D stuff, man. Dungeon model.
That is a cool one.
Module.
Yeah.
Gotta love the big Bugbear. Loving it. All right. Well, let's get into some games. So check out the next video. We will be posting that in a second, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna love it. We're gonna win some games, hopefully.